Are you ready?
Audio.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Pick Six Show. I am your host, Scotty, today. I am filling in for Thomas this week as it's his peak season with his other job. We've got our other analyst, Greg Lindsay, with us on the show today. Greg, welcome aboard. Always glad to have you.
Thank you. Glad to be here. Excited to be on the show.
I know you're still,
Excited to be on the show.
But I would say, we've been saying your picks on here, and it's nice for everybody to finally see you.
I'm glad to be here.
All right, folks, we're going to jump right on into our Sky Top Pick 6 week in review real fast. We had an interesting last couple of episodes, and in this last couple of episodes, you can see, as you see on the screen, Thomas's record is 6-6 after 2 episodes. Greg, you're slaughtering the competition, 8-4, a good 4 games above 500, and I am trailing at the bottom, 5-7. Couple mistakes that cost me last week or last episode was picking Ole Miss over Georgia. If I'd have picked Georgia like everybody else would have, I probably would have made it better on myself. Yes. That was just a tough week. But all right, we're going to jump on into our weekly picks. First game on the slate for this week is Penn State versus number 1 Ohio State. That's going to be at 12 o'clock on Fox. And Ohio State are 18.5 favorites in this game. I know Thomas has picked Ohio State, and our off-screen analyst, Ken Kapperman, also picked Ohio State. I'm going to go with Ohio State here, and Greg, what do you think?
I'm going Ohio State. I don't think it'll be close. I really don't.
Who are you going to go with, Greg?
Ohio State.
I don't think that's going to be, with Penn State kind of in a flux right now because of everything going on with the coach and, Byron Franklin and the interim coach and everything. I just cannot see Penn State getting up for this game.
And I don't think it'll be close.
The next one on the slate is Miami versus SMU. That's another 12 o'clock game. This will be on ESPN. And this is another game that's projected to be one way. Miami are 10.5-point favorites going into this game. I know I have picked Miami. Ken's picked Miami, and Thomas has picked Miami. But, Greg, I think you're the only odd duck with a opposite pick in this one.
Yeah, I'm taking SMU. SMU.
Care to explain that one?
It's in SMU. I just think I'm not really thrilled with Miami. I think if you pressure the quarterback, he'll make mistakes, and I think SMU's got a better defense.
I kind of agree with you on that. And, Carson Beck, even though he started off hot down there in Miami, he's really showing signs of his former Georgia Bulldog self, with the, what was it, a week ago or 2 weeks ago, 4 interceptions. He just hasn't showed anything to me. All right, moving on to our next matchup. This is kind of an interesting matchup on this one. I think a lot of eyes are going to be on this because a lot of people want to know, is this team real or is it just a good run of luck? Texas versus Vanderbilt. That's at 12 noon on ABC. Texas are 3.5-point favorites in this game. Greg, what do you think for this one?
Vanderbilt. I've been saying Vanderbilt's a good team all year. Everybody kind of laughs at me, but their quarterback is good. I mean, he runs off at the mouth a little bit, but he's a good quarterback. I just think this, and then with I believe Arch Manning, it's up in the air if he's playing. So I just think this is going to be the
Right,
upset of the
that's
week.
going to
Like
be a
this,
game time decision.
I think this is going to be the upset of the week.
I also, well, I want you to know you're not alone in picking Vanderbilt because Tapperman has also gone with Vanderbilt this week. Me and Thomas are the only two going with Texas. I just think Texas has got to win. They are still looking for a statement win, and
True.
if Arch Manning plays, I just do not see Vanderbilt standing a chance in this one. Off to the one that matters the most to Thomas and Ken, with both of them being big Bulldog fans. Number 5, Georgia, down in Jacksonville versus Florida at 3:30 on ABC, the world's largest cocktail party. Georgia is only 7.5-point favorites in this game. I got a lot of blowback from Thomas and Ken picking Florida in this matchup. Or no, I mean, I went with Georgia, but I think Georgia's going to have to watch it because, like I told Thomas, it don't matter how bad Florida is. When it comes time for that one game, Florida always steps up to play versus Georgia down there. Ken's going with Georgia as well as Thomas.
And I took Georgia.
I know it hurts you a little bit. I know that hurts coming from you.
Yeah, but
I know it hurts a Bama fan for picking them.
Yeah, I just don't think it's going to be a close game, though. I think Georgia's going to win by 30 at least.
I think on this year, probably so. The way Florida, of course, I don't know. Florida they could look like total crap. Florida has not looked the best all year, but I guarantee you one thing: when the Volunteers go down there, Florida will look like a national championship team.
Probably so.
I mean, that's plain and simple. We cannot win in the swamp. Speaking of Tennessee, our next matchup, Oklahoma versus Tennessee at Neyland Stadium, 7:30 on ABC. Tennessee is 2.5-point favorites. Tennessee has a couple of things going into this game. Number one, they have got to win versus this game. Pretty much Tennessee has to win out the rest of the year to be able to make the playoff. 2, Tennessee is going to be playing with a little bit of emotion because it was broken the news yesterday. Smokey X has got cancer, or a retired mascot from last year. And Oklahoma is going to have to come in for the first night game at Tennessee, and it's not only going to just be a night game. Tennessee is going dark mode for this game, complete blackout jerseys and a blackout. Greg, what do you think? Who do you think on this one?
I'm going to go Tennessee. I'm taking Tennessee. I think they're going to outscore. Yeah. I mean, I think Tennessee will beat Oklahoma. I just don't think Oklahoma can put up the power Tennessee can. You what now?
No, and I mean, I agree with you. I think the main thing for Tennessee is going to be that defense. Can the Tennessee defense come out and stop Oklahoma and force turnovers? You know, that was something that really helped us last week versus Kentucky, was the turnovers early. And Kentucky's not really that good this year. But okay, Greg's going with – yes, we did. Greg is going with Tennessee. Thomas is going with Tennessee. No surprise here. I am going with Tennessee. But our good friend Ken is going complete opposite. Ken is going with Oklahoma in this game. He does thinks that Oklahoma is a better team than Tennessee. I honestly do not see that. Our next matchup is USC versus Nebraska. That is 7:30 on NBC. USC are 4.5-point favorites. In this matchup, I'm going with USC, and so is Ken. Thomas is going with Nebraska, and Greg, who do you got?
Where's this game at? Was it Nebraska? Where's the game at?
I believe it is in Nebraska. I'm
taking Nebraska.
100% sure.
I'll take Nebraska.
That game is, wrote it down wrong. That game will be, that's in Nebraska, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take Nebraska.
And then, I mean, that's going to be a close game. I mean, Nebraska 6-2, USC 5-2. You know,
it's going to be a good game.
That's going to be very. Nebraska's got 401 total yards of offense, which is like 59th in the FBS. You know, USC's got 530 yards.
Yep.
So that'll be that's going to be an interesting
ball game. Should be a good close game.
It will be, and I am fully expecting that one to come down to the wire. It's either going to come down to the wire or it's going to be a blowout.
Yes, I agree.
You know, I hope it's not a blowout.
Yeah,
I
like
can see
Nebraska.
It being one. They are a good team. Nebraska is a good team.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see how we're going to fare. Are you going to pad your lead any, or am I going to pad mine?
I hope I do pretty good.
At least on the bright side. At least at the bright side, if anything, I should be close to y'all.
Yes. Yep. You should be pretty close if the games go good. I'm really looking forward to the Vanderbilt game. That's the one I'm interested in. I'm interested in the Vanderbilt game.
I'm going to be interested in seeing that one too, seeing how they fare off. As always, folks, if anybody is enjoying our show and they would like to donate to Southeastern Sports Network in order to help provide these quality shows that we are providing for you, our Cash App is up in the upper right left-hand corner, as well as on the bottom of your screen, scrolling along the bottom. We also want to thank our sponsors, Tammy Cakes down in Locust Grove, Georgia, East Tennessee Media, and the Eileen Lindsay Memory Movies Museum. As well as we also want to remind everybody to please follow us on Facebook and TikTok and on YouTube. And we hope everybody has a great, wonderful rest of your Friday. Happy Halloween to everybody. Greg, as always, we enjoy you being on the show.
Thank you. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my time on the show.
We'll see everybody back next week. Y'all have a wonderful week. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
That was Greg Lindsay. Here in just a second, we'll give y'all a quick rundown again of our picks, just in case anybody didn't see them. They are on the bottom of your screen. right there. And again, right here is our picks for this week. We hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your Halloween. Good night, everybody.